Sting's son made his wrestling debut. You watched the video. I wanted to get
I
your
did.
impressions on it.
Brother, I looked at this guy and I says, that's it looked like Sting when he was young. He looked just, I mean, there's no doubting who his dad is because he looks like Sting in the face. He has the same way of walking, actually the same pace of walking, turns his head the same way, the same mannerisms. And I didn't see him too much in the ring, but just him walking in with the tights on, that looked just like if he'd have had his hair like spiked up a little bit, he would have been almost Steve Borden's twin. I mean, you could have put him on stage and tell me and ask me, and this is asking me, who is Sting's son, and I would have pointed to that guy because he looks just that you've heard the term spitting image.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what he was, and he's a good-looking guy. He's tall. How tall is he? He's
Taller,
6'2".
taller than his dad. He looked about 6'4" or something. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he looks, and I think he'll watch for him in WWE because they're going to get that guy.
Do you think there's, for the most part, should most wrestlers' sons just not try and attempt it? Because Sting casts a very, very large shadow because he was a huge star for decades. And look at someone like David Flair, in the same position. There's not that many megastar wrestlers whose sons live up to their father's legacy.
Mm-hmm. But I think it would be hard for anybody to live up to Sting's legacy because he did so much and was such a big, big star for so many years, like you said. To expect his son to reach that height of popularity or success is asking a lot. So I think the least that can be done is to give him a shot at it because he can always, now, if I'm a booker and I'm going to book this kid, I got it in the back of my mind right now, and I'm not even booking the kid, that somewhere we got to work Sting in down the line where Sting just walks to the ring, not to wrestle or do anything. But that's a major thing because give it a couple of years and people haven't seen Sting, and he would be an attraction that they would like to see. But I think this guy, I could tell by the way he walks, he's an athlete because he's got the balance, he's got the swagger, he's got it all. What is his name? Steven?
Steve Borden is Sting's real name. It is sons Stephen and Garrett, and Stephen played the role of Wolfpack Sting. I think that's the guy who made his debut. I'm looking at a photo of him now. He's taller than Edge, so he could be a legit 6'5".
No, he's big enough.
Yeah. I've got a question for you. I've got a booking question for you, Dutch. You've got
Yep.
Stephen Borden, the son of Sting. He's going to be in your wrestling school or wherever it's going to be. Let's say he's trained up a little bit. Do you play off the fact... There's three options. Do you play off the fact that he's Sting's son but give him his own personality? Do you make him almost a carbon copy of Sting? Or do you not acknowledge the familial connection at all and try and get him to where he needs to be without that help?
From the get-go, I would say that he is the son of a notorious, well-known wrestler, Sting, and that's where his interest in professional wrestling. I would tell that story, and then take him out there, and I wouldn't push him too hard at the beginning. I'd let him win, and then let him get his get his legs underneath him, and then when the time is right, take off with it. Because and tell him, I don't know how he does interviews, But Sting was never good on interviews except he was, say, shouting or screaming or really had something hot. I don't know how this kid talks, but I would take my time with him till I get in there, and you can tell when something gets hot. You just keep building on it and building on it, and he'll have like little various angles you do on TV where you started on TV, you ended on TV, and let the people get used to him. And I think they got a superstar in the making here with this kid if they do it right.
I mean, back in the old day, you just give him a fake name and send him off to another territory for an excursion for a year or two, wouldn't you? In the 70s, 80s, it was so much easier.
But see, I don't even know how much training he's had. I'm sure he's had to have some because his dad had to show him some things. And they live in California, right?
I don't know.
They live in California, I'm pretty sure. And I'm sure that both him and his brother have both, they saw their dad in a ring and with adoring fans around. And, that's a very receptive thing to see when your dad is a big, big star. And they would like that too. But I think this kid here, I think he's going to get it. Garrett, how big is Garrett?
Similar. So okay. I think he might be a couple of inches smaller, but yeah, he's no smaller than his dad.
Well, and that gives you another angle that you could go to. All of a sudden, his brother shows up, and see, I'm talking a year story, just getting them ready. And I think, and once they get ready, they should be there at least 10 years.